Hello everyone, this is Jonas from Jonas Tries Anything. So today we are troubleshooting an LG fridge freezer combo. This is the one that has the French doors. And yesterday we noticed there was something leaking from the freezer. We then find out that it was actually the freezer defrosting because it's not cooling the way it should be cooling. So today I'm gonna run diagnostics. As you can see here, I've removed the panel. There's 3 screws, and be very careful before you touch anything there. Make sure it is unplugged from the outlet. Okay, do not touch any of these components, especially the capacitors, because yeah, they could give you a shock. That one, don't touch that. And on the bottom here, I've also removed the panel that covers the compressor, the coils here for the cooling coils. We also see the evaporator fan right there. So we're gonna go through the diagnostic process and see if there's any errors with relating to this LG freezers not working. So right here there is a button, and that button is the one that we'll be using to diagnose the fridge and freezer. The first time we press it, it will beep one distinct beep, like in every 1 second interval. That will turn on both the evaporative fan as well as the compressor. Okay. When this is on, this will spin. When this is on, you will hear some vibration noise, and it will be a little bit warm, but if you touch it, there will be some sort of vibration movement. Then the second time we press this, the fridge will chime twice in every 1 second interval. Okay, 2 chimes, 1 second rest, another chime, 2 chimes after that, and then so forth. That will turn off the compressor, but we'll leave the fan on. What we'll do is we're gonna go to the fridge and check if the fan on the fridge up there is blowing. We will also check if the fan on the freezer is blowing. If they are blowing, then that is a good sign. The third time we press that button, that will reset the entire system, and that's gonna be ready for operation. If you also want to be sure, you could also unplug it, wait for about 10 to 30 seconds, plug it back in, wait for the fridge to turn on, and then observe the temperature, let's say an hour or 2, if the fridge is cooling. All right, let's do the diagnostics. Okay, first button press. There's our beep. There's another beep. We see our fan here. It is working. I'm hearing a little bit sound from the compressor. Just wait for it a little bit. Okay, that's the first test. We're gonna go up here. We're gonna check the fan if it is working. I don't know if you could hear that, but it is blowing cold air, so that is a good sign. Okay, I'm gonna go back here and we're gonna run diagnostic step number 2, which will turn off this but still keep the fan on. Okay, you will hear 2 distinct chimes followed by 1 second rest, then another 2 distinct chimes. there. I'm gonna go test the freezer here. And I removed the freezer trays. I need to open this so that I can get in there. Alright. You see? Yep. Air's coming. Air's coming out. Air's blowing. Alright. Now, I'll see here. We have our temperature, refrigerator. We're still in the diagnostic mode. So we will close this. We'll press the button the third time. That should initiate the reset. Right here. Right here. Press that. And then as you can see, the fan shut off. The compressor's turned off. We will unplug it here. And we'll wait about 10 to 20 seconds or 30 seconds. And then we'll plug it back in and see if our fridge is turning on. All right, a couple more seconds. By the way, even with this plug unplugged from the wall, never touch that capacitor, okay? Never. If you have a multimeter, you could also, if you're familiar with the multimeter tool, you could look at the manual and see if there are any parts that are broken, because it will tell us the capacitor here, it will tell us the voltage or whatever, and then you could match that with whatever the manual says, and the meter, whatever the meter says or reads. And then if they match, capacitor is good. If it doesn't match, capacitor is bad. You have to replace the capacitor. And same with any other components here. But if you are not comfortable with doing that, call LG support. And if it's part of warranty, still covered with warranty, they will most likely send a technician to look at this, and they might just replace the entire motherboard if one of these components are broken. Or, you know, if a compressor is broken, they will replace that, and if it's covered with warranty, you will not pay anything. All right, let's plug it back in here. Motherboard is receiving power. Okay, fan's not yet on. You hear another click here from the motherboard, so it's just initiating its boot up sequence. Okay, fan is turning on. Sweet. It should take about 5 to 10 seconds. The compressor should start to turn on, and once that's turned on, we should get our fridge operational again. Take note, earlier when I removed the panel, these were all covered with dust. It's pretty normal for fridges to accumulate this because it's on the bottom and it's in the very back of the wall. Just make sure that it's cleaned up. You know, dust and electronics does not go along pretty well. Here's our compressor. It's already sounding. Go to the front here. Okay. Yep. I set that to 33, -6, just to make the cooling faster. And I'm gonna double check again here. Okay, fan is still blowing. Check again here. Yeah, fan's still blowing. All right. I'll check with you in an hour or two and see if it's cooled down.